Good evening, it's Matt Rogers, and welcome back as we now show more photos from across the world. Now, I've had a few issues. First of all, my channel was hacked. It seemed to have went down for a couple of hours. It stopped around about 1 PM and then it went up again. So I'm going to look into this in detail. And also, there's a few fake email addresses that are heading around. There's one stating Matt Rogers 9999 at gmail.com. Now I've got to be wary of this as well, because again, this email address has been reported to the police this morning, and they will look into the IP address of where that email is coming from, because there's some foul emails coming through. See, the thing is though, these haters, these naysayers, are trying their hardest to try and bring people down. Now, there's been many reports from other channels that have emailed through saying that they're going through the very much the same thing. See, the thing is, at the end of the day, we are allowed to do our research. We are allowed to speak out. It's called freedom of speech. And we are allowed to show photos of the skies. I will continue to do this. So I apologise about the glitch this afternoon, as the channel had been frozen, but then again it came back up. So I just hope that this doesn't happen again. But indeed, those hackers are at work. We've got to be vigilant and just stay positive, because there is far too much of hate speech and anger through these trolls and these negative people. So now I've just said that, that's just become now positive, spiritually minded, and head on to these genuine photos. And all of you in our community, please have a fantastic evening. Okay, now let's start this archive on a positive note. Now, this first photograph has come in from Richard Minty from Wiltshire in the UK. Now, he's taken the photograph of the skies of today. Looking at the photograph clearly again, you can just see, can't you, these strange formations and this dimming. Very closely looking in the centre of the screen, we've got the reflector. It is so clear and so evident. Those colours are still there as well in our skies. I saw these skies today, this afternoon as well. So clear what's going on now. The whole system is just chaotic. Let me now move to this kind person's next image. I mean, with this next photograph as well, I mean, look at this. This is just completely different now, isn't it? That light reflector in the skies with that reflection, I mean, it's not the same colour anymore. We're seeing just chemtrails after chemtrails upon different trails every single day, and it's producing these fake cloud systems that do look demonic. I mean, people are still emailing as well, and I've seen these for myself. Just strange facial details in these chems, and they do look evil. They don't look like the normal clouds that we saw many years past. It's normal clouds, and still those chem planes are spraying at high altitudes very silently across our skies, and this is what we see. See, Richard sent a statement with these photos explaining, saying, Matt, what do you think of these then? And these are just absolutely outrageous, these photographs, and I'm glad you sent them in to show the community, because there's many chemtrails even on this photograph, but we've got a genuine cloud formation just on the lower right hand side. Now, looking at the chem formations, can you see the continuation of these patterns? Now, a normal cloud system will look like this. Just here on the left hand side as well, we've got these other formations of chemicals. They bind themselves together. This is how they do this, and then it just causes a haze. So all that you see on the screen here will become a huge cover-up, but down here, where you can see the reflection, because these natural cloud formations reflect differently to what we see of these chemtrails. Now, there is many chemicals in them that do cause and change colours with these geoengineering trails. Now, it's hard to explain, but again, what we're seeing is many different colours. We can't get confused by the different colours. We've got a red colour and other changing colours as well, orange, haze. I mean, it's all chemicals, okay? And what we're looking for as well, which is confusing, but We are looking for that haze, that pink haze that cuts through. Now that pink haze is from the system. It's a very rare sight, but it's been picked up in many photographs from different people. And it's only but right to show this evidence. Let me move to Richard's next excellent photo. Now, looking at this other photograph, I mean, I'm going to start calling these the digital skies because they really are. They're so different from our natural skies from the past. I mean, this indeed, what you're seeing on the screen here is a harp formation, harp cloud. It's so typical. Now, what we're seeing on the right side is still dark, still dimming of the skies. Now, have you noticed as well, for March 2018, the skies are still dark, aren't they? Temperatures are still very, very different from the March that we saw from the years in the past. I mean, look at this photograph in detail. The sun that you see on the screen is a lot darker from the sun that we saw in the past spring months. Now I'm going to show you the next photograph that Richard sent in of the sun that's heading down towards the horizon. The sky changes very quickly. Okay, I tried to bring out that photograph of the sun that you saw on the screen behind those harp formations, but it wasn't allowing me to do so. So I will try and get that onto another video. It took me some time to do that, but I'm bringing you this photo as well that Richard brought in. Now, clearly what we're seeing here is the morning sun. Now, ideally we should be seeing a beautiful sun around about 11:30. Now, if those cloud formations had moved out the way, you would see a white sun with a dark blue sky. Totally wrong. We shouldn't be seeing that. But it's quite confusing, isn't it? Because every time we catch this, there's always these chemical formations that move in front of it to distract people, to make them think that it's just a cloud that's causing it. But clouds will not cause the blue sky to go dark. Can you see as well clearly there is a ultraviolet reflection with that white colour as well, not a genuine sun that we're seeing in the sky. Look at the pink haze as well, just to the outer area of these cloud systems. I'm going to show you as well, which Richard brought in of the sunrise. I mean, please watch this or see this next photograph very carefully. It is shocking. Here is a photograph that was taken from Wiltshire by Richard in the UK. Now, the photograph is very recent, but it's getting really out of hand now. Look at the chemtrails. Look at the amount of lines in the skies that the military have sprayed using those turbine jets, which don't hardly make any noise for those that are down asleep in their houses not noticing what's going on. It's all aluminium and aluminum. I mean, it's chemicals. And what you're seeing again is the natural sun that's being covered up. There is a lens array just on top of the rooftop, a reflection from the sun. That's quite normal for a photograph, but those chem lines you see on the screen are genuine. Everything there is a cover-up. I say this all the time, and every time I view the photographs and inspect them and investigate these images, all I can say, truthfully, it is a cover-up, and it's becoming more and more aggressive towards our natural skies. Here is Crystal's images. Now this kind person lives in Pennsylvania, showing the skies are being hammered every single day. Now Pennsylvania, in the past, beautiful part of the world, beautiful skies, and now it's being geoengineered all the time, covering the area that we see of the sun. So indeed, they are covering the sun, and it's that area that they attack, covering our skies. So indeed, whilst doing that to that area, there's something wrong. Now, like I said many times before, there's different colours beaming through. There is a halo and a complete cloaking that's going on through our skies. Now, there's a lot of money being spent by all this that you see that's happening. It's so evident again, and all these images are just real. Let me now move to the next photo. Now we've got some exclusive photos that have come through from Western Virginia by Tom. He's taken these images now, and what you're seeing is the X in the sky from typical chemtrails. Now can you see the whitewash of chems right down to below the area that we see of the sun? Now I believe what we're seeing is the natural sun on the horizon. We see that on the sunrise, but through the day we're seeing a reflector in the skies. Many chemtrails. a huge cover-up and a pink haze. I mean, it's becoming so in the norm now, isn't it? Every day we're seeing this. Now, if we all went back 5 years ago and started to see this of our skies today, we'd be shocked, wouldn't we? We would think that something was very wrong. But people, humanity, the members of the public around the world have got so used to this strangeness of our skies. But for the ones that are awake, we can see this change, and it's shocking every day we catch this. So let me now move to Tom's next image. Okay, now the image is quite blurry, but Tom pulled over to take the photograph. Look at the aerosol spraying all through the day, and it still continues. You can still see that X of the chem lines which stick in our atmosphere, and this pink colour again. You've got that strange colour of the sun, and just above on the photograph, out there in the atmosphere is a smoke screen. It's showing so evident now that we've got all this haze and this aerosol that is just continuing, and it's harming everything all the time. I mean, if it's like this now, just imagine what it's going to be like in the next coming months to the next year. It's going to be so caked in chemtrails. We're not going to see the blue sky much anymore. Everything is just a strangeness now, isn't it? So thank you for these kind photos and the fantastic email you sent in as well. You catch anything else, please do send it in, and God bless. This next genuine photograph has come in from Malaysia, from a kind member of our community, Deborah. Now, in the email it states, God is opening our eyes to the truth, but others can't see it. And so true is that email, because still people are walking around and noticing how dim now the sun looks through the skies. It does indeed look like the moon. Now, look at the strange colour as well, and I mean, all through the day it just seems so different. So Deborah, thank you for this photo. With this next photograph from Archer Girl 1212 from Louisiana, I mean, look at the evidence in this image. What we're seeing again is so clear that we're seeing a reflector. This white colour of the sun again is so different. Look at these chemtrail formations gathering up, covering up the truth. The skies on this photograph, which recently just come through, are so different and dark. There's formations of chemtrails just below this harp cloud formation. Again, what you can see clearly around this area of the reflector is this pink colour. Now, every single photograph is genuine, and the skies are so different. So let me now move to this fantastic person's next image. Okay, now this is the other photograph. This is an absolute killer shot as well, this strange colour. Now, looking closely at this reflector again, this white sun, not the yellow sun we saw in the past, it does seem that this light reflector that's reflecting through looks like it's in front, and those harp chem formations, thousands of feet high, are behind. It looks so surreal, doesn't it? Yes, we do see a lens flare just below the screen, but on the horizon, and again the blue sky is dimmer, this colour is becoming much stronger. The reflector again, you can just, I mean, it's so evident, isn't it? Just another killer shot. Thank you for these marvellous photos. As we were just talking then, this is another photograph by this kind person in our community. And, I mean, look at the strange formations. Again, we've got this darkening of this sun that we see in the skies. Now, I'm going to show you the next image because there's a formation that she's outlined. And I'll show you this now. Okay, what Archer Girl 1212 has done is outline the area of this strange formation. I mean, many people are seeing lots of different formations. She's explaining in her email as well that when she came and finished work, she looked up to the heavens and it was looking down and did look very strange. And I respect your photograph, and many other images come through that people see and notice different formations in our skies. Take care. Here is Andrea's image from Tulsa in Oklahoma, showing this pink haze on the horizon with these strange formations. Just other chemtrails that have been sprayed through the afternoon skies, and it becomes a haze during the sunset. Now, looking at the photograph clearly, you can see that yellow haze below on the horizon from the normal natural colour of the sun. But we're seeing this other pink fleck as well that's cutting through the area that we can see of the skies. Just another genuine photograph, and thank you for sending this one too. What Andrea's done as well is taken the camera to the other side, noticing these chemical trails. Still they spray, so them parts of the world are being hammered as well. So thank you for these fantastic attachments. Here we have a couple of attachments from Ricky from Leeds in Yorkshire in the UK. Now we've got some fantastic people in Leeds and some good friends. I mean, with this image we are seeing the typical chemtrail and this haze right across our skies to hide the area that we see of the sun. There's another reflection as well above that halo, and it would be very interesting to see what that was if all that haze of chemical trails was removed out of our skies. I believe that there is something that is being hidden, and it's big, and it's continuing, isn't it, this cover-up. So let me move to the next image. With this photograph again, just taken moments later, I mean, look at the area of the sun. There's two shadows to the left and to the right side of it. Now there's something that's out there that's causing this. There's a halo, there is many chemtrails, and a huge amount of heart formations of just a blanket of poison, again being spread across our atmosphere. Now that is strange, isn't it, that photograph, because what you're seeing is not a chemtrail or dark shadow that's in front of the area of the sun. It stops either side. Now again, we're going to continue to show these true photos in different videos, because there's just thousands of genuine people working very hard producing this, producing the right footage to be shown on the screen. Let me now take a look at different photos. Okay, now Andrew's just sent another photograph in whilst still taking images. Now that pink colour's flecking through a lot stronger now, isn't it, behind those chem formations. That reflection again is from something else. It's far too different, the colour, from the red reflection that we see that's scattered across our atmosphere as the sun goes down. This is a different colour. To the left side you've got the golden colour of the sun that's going down, but there's something else between us and the sun that's causing this haze. It's always to the right hand side. We've seen other objects being picked up that side of the area that we see the sun as well. It's only a matter of time. In our foreseeable future we're going to see this. This is actually happening now. I'm going to show you now the next image that was taken as well by this kind person. Here's the next photo. Now indeed that pink haze has disappeared now, isn't it? It's gone from the horizon, and we're seeing another chemtrail that's blatantly showing behind this other formation. The chemtrail at night time. This is happening now 24/7 through the night as well. They will spray our skies. So looking at this image, as I said on other videos as well, that you'll see that pink haze and then it moves to the right and disappears. So thank you again for these fantastic images, and let's move on to other photos. Here is another attachment that's just come right through from Archergirl1212. Now this person again is still showing you this strange formation in the sky. As I said before, it sticks in our atmosphere. Now we can start to see the dimming of the sun. It's coming through, but it's too dark. To the left, to the right, even to the below of the blue skies, there is a darkening that's happening. So again, this is another true image. Thank you for sending this one in. Okay, I just want to explain these photographs that are coming from Shelley in the USA. Now I've said this before, haven't I, about this and these strange colours that's beaming through from the sun. Now normally we would see a golden reflection, and we're starting to see this yellow colour that's beaming on these cloud formations. Now this colour again is so different, isn't it? There's lots of different colours beaming through, and I believe that there is other objects out there that's reflecting in our skies now. Let me move now to Shelley's next photo, because we do see, as Shelley states in the email, that first you see the yellow colour, and then it becomes like a strange red colour as well. So here's the next photo as well. Now, first of all, on the other image, you saw that yellow haze cutting through, didn't you? Now you're seeing this pink reflection. You're seeing the plasma from the sun in the background, but indeed there's other colours showing as well. So, Shally, thank you for these fine images, and take care. These next photos are coming from Thor from the Philippines. Now, just like any other photo that we see from across the world, we are seeing this white reflector. Many chemtrails, many lines in the skies and different colours. These images have just come through now. Let me just go to the next photo now by this kind person from the Philippines. Now, we've got this other attachment that's come through as well by this kind person. Now, this person states that these images should be interesting. Now, I'd like to tell you as well, okay, that they're not should be interesting. These are very, very interesting. These are killer shot images that you've produced onto screen, and I am so grateful that you've done this for our community. Because what you're seeing at thousands of feet high is still this haze, this cover-up. There's dust up there, there's ash, there's iron oxide, there's so much of chemicals up there as well. I mean, look at the trees, okay? Look at the plants to the right-hand side. You're seeing a white reflection, which should be a golden haze, just from the natural sun. Our sun, again, that you're seeing on the screen is white. It's not the same anymore. You'll start to see these other colours that are cutting through on these formations in our skies. And indeed, the skies are slightly darker than normal. Now, again, people state as well that when you point the camera to the area of the sun, the skies will become dark. Well, that's quite normal to say that, but they were the skies from about 3 to 4 years ago. But because we're seeing the dim sun now with our own eyes, we can see this with our own eyes now. It's so natural. We can take photos of the sun. There's no black dot. It is dimming. And we are seeing a white sun in our skies. We can take photos easy. So just another fantastic photo, and thank you for these images. And if you catch anything else from the Philippines, send them in, and we'd be so obliged. It'd be wonderful to send them and put them onto screen again. Take care. We have this photograph coming from Corey from the USA. Now look at the pink haze in our skies here. This photo just coming 5 minutes ago. I mean, people looking out as well, noticing this difference. There's many low cloud formations. We're seeing that yellow colour from the plasma from the sun, and also with this pink colour reflected through our skies. Many chemicals out there now, and it's causing a problem, isn't it? There's radiation as well. That's another big problem, and no one says nothing. So we just, as I said before, we've just got to remain vigilant and just keep showing and just working through these photos to get the messages out. Here is a genuine photo as well from Colleen from Phoenix, Arizona, taking a camera out and viewing the skies just at the time when we start to see the skies go dark. This image again was around 11 AM. Can you see those lines again being sprayed? And all this that's in our skies is so unnatural. Now again, I believe that these chemtrails do not cause the dimness of the area of the sun, because indeed if they didn't spray our skies like you see on this photograph, you would see a strange colour of the sun and the dark skies. That's when people will start to wake up. This is why they do this cover up as well, because they are trying to make people believe that the strange cloud formations, which the public believe they are just natural clouds, are dimming the area of our skies. So, Colleen, thank you for this fantastic photo. Whilst taking another photo in Phoenix in Arizona, look at the right hand side, look at the area of the so-called sun. To down below we've got a dark car park. Even on the car the reflection is wrong. Dark skies, chemtrails, chem lines. As indeed Phoenix, Arizona does not need to be chemtrailed. Just another fantastic photo, just showing you the proof that this is what they're doing right now to this moment in our skies. Okay, this is a video that was sent in by the Flying Turtle 1968 from Japan. he's picked up a strange reflection to the right side on this formation of this chem cloud. But again, there is a huge colour that's beaming through. It's getting stronger through the different months. Now, I'm going to play this video as well because I find it to be very important to get this out.
Got some little rainbow effect here, guys. It's not focusing. But y'all see it, right? Like, clearly. Oh yeah, that's weird. Well, actually, it's not weird. It's common, I guess. Alright. Bye.
Okay, another genuine spectacular photo. As you can see, there is no camera trickery with this video. It's perfectly, absolutely genuine. Look at the buildings to the left and right hand side. They're the normal colour. We've got the normal colour blue sky, but we've got that strange reflection. Central of this cloud formation, there's different colours. There's so much of this chemtrailing happening now, and we're seeing these different colours beaming through from the area that we see of the sun. So thank you for watching this video. I will be back very shortly with more footage and genuine photographs from all across the world showing the truth. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, there's a lot of trolling going on, and we've just got to carry on. And it's only because they just do not want this truth out. So God bless, take care, from Matt Rogers.